Hi guys, what up? Ooh, feels weird to do a video again. Waiting for Doina to come in. I've decided to start this video alone. We're gonna speak about psychic abilities and spirituality and how can you grow these things. Come here. She's around, she's coming. I'm actually high, in a natural high, in a not so positive mood, but I'm fixing that, I promise. Hello,
Hello, dear.
what up?
I'm good, actually.
You're good?
Yeah.
You're high in a positive mood.
I'm pretty stable in my
Just
moods.
a second, hold this so I
I
can
feel I'm
see.
pretty stable, actually, Seba.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not like me.
Not like too happy or neither am I sad. I'm just,
You're pretty stable, huh?
yeah.
That's cool. So, I came up with the idea of shooting a video together, and you thought we could speak about psychic abilities.
Yes, the topic seems interesting to me.
What about DNA activation?
I have no expertise in that. I think you're better at describing us
I've just
those
told her that
symptoms.
I'm experiencing like a body activation, maybe a light body activation, and it's like, dude, stop saying that. I don't believe you, and stop
It's
saying
not
that.
totally true, because it's I can accept the fact that you are experiencing them, and I do not understand the process,
Yeah,
and
okay.
it's personal.
That's wise to say that from
Yeah.
you.
And it's kind of true, even though I laugh sometimes about it.
Yeah, she laughs at me most of the times, and I get sad.
Don't get sad, little Seba.
Okay, guys, so psychic abilities. How do we start this? What are psychic abilities actually?
I think our heightened powers and increased sensitivity to all sorts of magical stuff
Okay.
that usually people do not have them, actually.
I think people do actually have them, but they are not aware of it.
Maybe
Or maybe they-
didn't get to the point of having them.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
why.
So maybe life hasn't presented these abilities to them because maybe they are not ready or they don't resonate with them. That's possible, right?
That's very true, I think. I think we all are in a process of learning stuff on our own, and some abilities are presented to some and others are not, because everybody has a different path in life
Yeah.
and mission and the different stuff they can learn on their own.
Of course.
And maybe having them will impede in learning some of those lessons that they should
okay.
have learned.
So it's like we are all spiritual beings. I'm sure of that. We all have this spiritual power, but maybe some people are not in the phase where they recognize this. So this video is for the people who think they are special in a way, who think that they have special abilities. Let's give some example of psychic abilities actually.
Like clairvoyance,
Okay, what's that?
seeing stuff that are hidden from the normal eye or into the future.
Okay.
I don't know.
Have you experienced some clairvoyant stuff?
Sure, some of my dreams were pretty clairvoyant,
Okay.
and they keep happening to me from time to time, not too often, but actually last night I had one dream that I could say it was clairvoyant, because when I woke up, I remembered stuff from my dream, because they actually were presented to my reality through Facebook.
Okay, so it actually happened in the external world, what you dreamt about.
I dreamt of one person, and after that one friend request. It was the first
Wow.
friend requested in my list, and I had no idea how the person looked like, actually. And it was pretty
Wow.
interesting.
So clairvoyance is like seeing stuff that not everybody sees, seeing stuff that goes beyond the third dimension maybe, seeing
think so.
energy maybe.
Yeah, you just know of
Yeah, you
some
just-
stuff will happen,
Oh,
and
I
they,
also
actually they
yeah, go on. Sorry for
actually,
interrupting.
yeah, you know stuff from before they happen.
Okay. So it's like I also have this guidance. It's like my body senses that I should do something or that I should go for something maybe, and then the higher self goes like, okay, that's not gonna happen. Okay, that might be good for you. Focus on that, focus on yourself, focus on keep being present. And it's like I see some opportunities. It's like, okay, that's not gonna happen, that will happen. It's like this is clear cognizance, or what's it called? Just knowing about stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think you
Clear.
have that as well? Just know
I'm
things?
very reliant nowadays on my intuition, I could say.
Okay.
And many of decisions that I make are not rationalized
More emotional
very
based.
much. Yes, they're more emotional based. I just close my eyes and I ask my guides yes or no, or what way should I go about it.
I think
The answer is not always as I would expect it to be, and so far so good actually.
So
I
far, so good.
experienced actually a smoother path.
even though sometimes, don't you think that intuition may not be 100% accurate?
I think it could be influenced also by our
By the
mind
rational
yes.
mind,
Yes.
it's like you expect something to be in a certain way and maybe it doesn't turn out to be in a certain way.
And you think
But-
it's more of an intuition thing
Yeah.
when it actually it isn't?
Yeah, okay. So psychic abilities, that's something that I think it's also related to the crown chakra and the third eye, more of the third eye actually, because the third eye represents intuition.
Probably, and it's your connection to the divine actually.
Yeah.
That's the portal to communicate with your spirits, with divine, with your guides.
What do you think? How do you think we can develop these abilities?
Relying more and more on our intuition.
Okay, on what feels good, actually, right?
Yes, on what our inner intuition tells us to do, and many times I experienced that in my life, that I was ignoring it and it became louder and louder, and that's how I realized it was actually not my mind, but it was actually my intuition.
Wow, so intuition is powerful. Don't deny your intuition, even though sometimes I deny my intuition because I'm scared of something or something like that.
Yeah, it can happen to us.
Yeah, but like Moji said, you started a video last night. He said that when you are resisting something, then you are onto something. It's like if you are feeling scared of something, it means that shows a lot about yourself.
Because every emotion, even being scared of something, I think it is powerful.
Yeah,
And
to
it may
experience
be
that.
an indicator that it's somehow related to you, not indifferent to you, in a bad or in a good way.
Yeah, so
That is what you have to figure out for yourself.
yeah, I also think we live in a society where people actually ignore their intuition because they are scared to think out of the box, they are scared to act out of the box, and maybe we are even programmed to think this way, don't you think?
Yes, because intuition sometimes tell us to be very bold and to go against the stream, to go
Yeah.
against the
Okay.
mass media desires,
Yeah.
and against the society and how it tells us to be. So we could be considered even insane for listening to our intuition that
Yeah,
says
yeah.
go barefoot in the forest
Or something
stop
like that.
listening to the news.
Yeah.
But I think actually people are waking up more and more, and we actually have seen that even at a public speaking event about spirituality, that more and more people actually perceive this as a truth, and they're waking up to this reality and this metrics, and actually this is called them having a spiritual awakening.
Yeah, I also think that. Okay, did I lost my track of words? I also think that in developing your inner senses and your intuition is also about questioning yourself, questioning life in general. Like, what the fuck is happening around us? How did we came up here? What is my purpose on this planet? How can I actually see through the bullshit? How can I actually see the truth? You know?
So, how can you?
How can I? Again, listening to my intuition maybe, and questioning like what is this life all about? And I've discovered that there is more to life. I've discovered that my ignorance since my awakening, maybe it only led me to realize that wow, this life is all about higher intelligence, higher dimensional stuff. It's I have energy centers, I have the third eye, I have the crown chakra, and these things all can open in order for me to actually rebalance myself. And maybe it's not even about all that higher dimensional stuff, it's maybe also integrating that and sharing that with people that are experiencing lower dimensional stuff, which is not good or bad. There is no better or worse in this. It is just your experience, it is just your energy. But my focus is actually bringing this higher knowledge into the world so people can actually question and actually open their mind to actually new stuff. Because what we are speaking about, not everybody speaks about. This is actually the age of Aquarius, which is the age of information. This is actually the age of awakening, where people are actually opening themselves to actually new realities, new perceptions, new intelligence.
That's interesting. And you never know when you are actually planting a seed for someone that will
Yeah.
benefit from all that knowledge that or all that perspective that you are providing to us. I
Exactly.
think that's powerful and important. And yeah, but Seba, I have a question for you
Yeah.
actually. How did you come to the idea that you are a spiritual being from questioning yourself actually, or just naturally in some
Well,
order?
it happened. It happened back in 2014, and it happened spontaneously. So I started to feel weird about myself. I realized that I had thoughts that I couldn't even control, and that actually opened myself. I realized I had a Kundalini awakening. You know about the Kundalini energy, right?
I've heard about it, yeah.
Yes, and this Kundalini awakening actually showed me that there is actually more to life, that I actually can open myself up to be fucking nature, to be the universe itself. So I realized back then that nothing was ever separated. Separation is a big illusion. That means that I am actually you and you are me at some level. And this awakening has made me question reality, has made me realize that life is such a mysterious place, and it actually showed me hell and heaven. So first it showed me heaven, which was a beautiful thing. I was awakening, I was powerful, I was super intuitive. And then there's this thing called the dark night of the soul, where the spiritual seeker actually goes through a recalibration, where he has to actually question himself. He has to experience that dark moment because it is a lesson. It might also be related to karma. It might also be related to the fact that he or she has created that at a subconscious level in order to again learn something. So I've come to this understanding that I'm a spiritual being back in 2014, and it was an amazing experience. It still is an amazing experience, even though after experiencing that dark night of the soul, I feel that I have still to recover, because it felt like I was losing my energies. My energy centers were actually, let's call it, they were sick and they were losing themselves. So I need to rebalance myself and come back to the state of pure being and pure creativity and pure questioning still reality, you know. So yeah, I've come to the understanding that I'm a spiritual being back in 2014.
Interesting. And what psychic powers or, I don't know, abilities or experiences did you experience so far?
I'm not sure if this is too deep for me to say, but I've understand that life is happening in there are higher dimensions to this life, and the third eye, when it opens, is like you perceive this, you can see energy shifting, you can see entities, you can look deep into a person and realize what they are missing, what their truth is. So I guess that my best psychic,
Clairvoyance?
I think it's clairvoyance. My
Sounds like
best
clairvoyance.
psychic abilities is actually, my best psychic ability is actually see into people, see what they are missing, see what their flaws are, see what their fears are. And I actually think that I have the capability to actually give them the advice that they need. Okay?
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And also cognizant. I actually sometimes seem to know things about things. Like I said before, I know stuff about things. That's funny. How have you come to the understanding that you are a spiritual being?
That's a very interesting question. I don't know. I think it developed pretty slow. I don't know if I had like a very powerful aha moment, because I think I was open to the idea when I've heard it the first time. Like we are energy, so we can work with energy.
Yeah.
And it was pretty logical to me also to become a vegetarian, also to, I don't know, to be open
Meditate.
to meditate.
Yeah.
I do it now more and more.
And also your healing abilities, like she's a very powerful healer. I can feel that
Oh
within
my
her.
God.
Oh my God. She has this
What is
gift.
he guys saying?
What is this crazy guy saying? Like, I feel that she has the gift of seeing through anything that is not working properly within your body, and she actually fixes that through her energy and through her touch. And I think she's very powerful in that domain.
Yes, that's an ability that I want to develop and to heighten actually more and more. I'm actually very excited about it. I could not lie. I don't feel that I'm special having it. I feel that we are all in some order healers because we are energy, but developing and rising that power for me is super, super interesting, and I'm very excited to do it more and more. I actually told many of my friends that they can come to me with their hurt, or if they are having some disease,
Yeah.
or some moods, or actually almost anything that has to do with clearing and energy. Because yes, I do feel I work with spirits, and actually in one meditation I asked one of my guides, I think, and energy provider and healing advisor, who are they? And the answer was Arcturian.
Okay, that's some type of extraterrestrial or something?
Yes, they're one species. They're Arcturian, and I actually came to meet them a couple of years
Ago?
years ago, when I read a book, and it was about healing with inner spirits, guides, imagination, contacting Arcturians. Very
Okay.
interesting book. It was eye-opening, and I actually felt them then, and after that I forgot. I don't know, not completely, and I always felt a very powerful power coming through me. But when I asked, the answer came like in 1 second, and it was Arcturian. It was very
Wow,
cool to me.
wow.
I also work with archangels, especially Michael and Raphael,
Okay.
for unleashing cords with Michael, and for cutting cords, and for unleashing that person of bondage, and with Raphael for all sorts of healing. Also
Super cool.
Metatron, also I could yes, I could study them more. I don't have such a connection with all of them, but from time to time I came to work with, I think, some of them.
Super cool. I don't think you maybe don't have to study them external, but to make a deeper connection with them so they can actually show you information and raise your consciousness and your intuition regarding the topics that you are interested about. I
Yes,
also
it's so
think
possible.
I think I have a parallel or a simultaneous life in Pleiades.
Yes.
I feel that strong connection with them. I think they are my spirit guides actually, even though I haven't made a certain connection with them. I mean, I feel them, I feel their vibe, and I feel that they are actually trying to heal myself in the present moment, and that will give me the opportunity to actually heal the past. So they made me realize that the past is a big lesson. It is a lesson for me to actually get kinder, to actually get more authentic, and to actually be myself, you know. So the spirit guides are like, they have always been with you, and the moment that you recognize these patterns within yourself, and the moment that you recognize the fact that you are connected to them, your body will start to feel lighter and full of more positive vibes. So
Perhaps, or could I just add something at
Sure.
this? I think my perception is also that once you become more and more spiritual, you actually become lighter and more prone to establish these kinds of connections.
yeah.
You cannot see energy or feel energy or heighten your intuition if you are low vibrationally, and if all I think we inhabit all kinds of spirits within our bodies, either good or bad, or let's not say like good or bad, or
Positive
maybe
or negative.
positive, negative, higher vibrational, lower vibrational.
Yeah.
And when you are in a lower vibrational state, I think you cannot perceive spirituality as being something true, because you cannot see the
True,
oneness.
true.
You are separate.
But we also have to recognize that there is also this game where you have to experience the negative and accept the negative. You don't have to deny the negative. So
course,
accept
we
that
are-
low vibrational state
Sure.
in order to see what the faster and the high vibrational state is. It's like if you are feeling low, if you're feeling depressed, and you say, okay, I'm not depressed, you know, but you actually are depressed. You have to accept that.
You know, I think depression and disease in general are
Connected?
there to teach us some lessons.
Exactly.
That we are not in a good path, that we need to learn the lessons and move on, that we need to trust ourselves and our abilities. Usually these are the larger lessons that we need to learn compassion towards
Yeah.
ourselves and others. And once we learn that, we no longer we are in a low vibrational state. We already are passing through that. And of course, we need to experience lower states in order to actually appreciate the better ones and to understand what they're bringing to our lives differently. We don't need to actually to fake being well, because usually I think you tend. Actually, this is a lesson that you brought me in a recent times, that we don't need to judge anything and anyone, and we are here
Yes.
just to be kind and help ourselves and help others.
Yeah. So it's like you don't have to judge anything, because the moment that you are judging, you are not coming from a place of love. Actually, the moment that you are judging and you are being negative on someone, you're not coming from a place of love and understanding. So it's like opening yourself up to spirituality will also give you the ability to actually understand everything from an objective perspective. It's like, okay, I perceive this in this way, I perceive that person in that way, but this is only my projection, this is only my perspective.
And actually, it doesn't matter in what state are they or what are they doing. We need to trust them to be okay in the
Yeah.
end, and
Yeah.
that is their lesson, and we need to respect it. Not to always intervene when we are not called for action. Actually, just to let that person and trust it to learn its lesson and to have his journey,
Yeah.
and respect anything that they're going through. Not to say, hello, you need to do that in order to be fine. I used to do that.
Okay.
I used to do that very
Yeah,
much,
okay.
and now I try to not do it.
You can give them sorry for interrupting, lady.
Okay, sister.
I was trying to say that you can actually give them advice, but from a kind perspective. You don't have to change anybody. You really don't have to change anybody, because
Okay.
they know best what's there good for them. And if they don't, you could see that and actually give them the advice from a kind perspective. That would work.
Yeah, like, I tried that and for me it worked. Maybe you want to try that, or
Yeah.
not. I see that you are unhappy and you need to change X, Y, Z in order for
XYZ.
you, XYZ. in order.
Some Romanian. We're coming
Yes,
in with
sound
some
word.
Romanian words
I'm sorry,
because
I'm not
we
very
are
used to talk in English and
letters. You're not used to talk. Yeah, XYZ.
okay. In order for you to achieve happiness, because I see that you are unhappy, and when you said that, you already stated the fact that that person is incomplete or is lacking or is in need or of something,
Yeah.
which is unkind to say.
Yeah. So.
Like,
what should we-
Seba, do not sleep so much. Why are you sleeping so much?
But
Like,
hey-
you're wasting your life. Come on.
Yeah, you were saying that, and you were saying that in not so kind ways.
I know.
So,
I'm still learning.
Yes. So, should I talk about my DNA activation symptoms and how that makes me sleep a lot? Yeah.
Do you want to share that?
Should I share my DNA activation symptoms? I feel it's settling at this point. It feels a bit better, but the symptoms of a DNA activation, I don't want to go too deep into it. There are some positive and some negative, and some of like making you lazy and apathic and feeling like not doing anything.
What is happening to all of us? Come on, we're all lazy and apathic in some days.
So yeah, we're all lazy and apathic. That means you don't have DNA activation symptoms, but never mind.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying don't
It's
use
okay.
the
It's
DNA
okay.
activation in order to be... Or just do it, actually. And I do believe that you have them, And I'm glad you are over them.
Doesn't matter anymore. Doesn't matter anymore. Let's not go too deep into this.
Okay.
Okay, so what else? What would be a general message of this video?
The general message is that maybe if you are developing some extra abilities, just don't freak out, just accept them and trust them in order for them to expand and grow.
Yeah.
Because it's at some level all of those which we were talking about are happening to us in different ways. We all had a dream that was premonitic, maybe,
Yeah.
or felt presences in our homes, or
So, yeah.
yeah. Also, yeah, we are becoming. I think we are becoming more and more open to the spiritual place. Not only psychic, but actually seeing different realms and presence. at
Maybe,
the same
maybe.
time.
And if you didn't resonate with this message, I'm sorry. Maybe this message
Maybe
is
it's
not
not-
for everybody. But I think you wouldn't click on this by random facts. I
The
think
fact
you-
that you are here, maybe, is not just random.
it's not random.
You are
yeah.
here for a purpose, and if you learned something or resonated with any of the
Yeah,
facts,
yeah,
just
yeah.
write to us.
So my
We're happy
general,
to talk about it.
yeah, just send us a message. We could give you some extra sensory information. My general message of today's video is keep questioning yourself, keep asking yourself big questions, keep reading about the things you're passionate about, keep doing the work that you gotta do, and yeah,
You're
this
not
is it.
alone in this.
You're not alone in this. You're not alone in this. And also, I want to remind you guys that the planet is going through a shift, through a huge energetic shift. So people are like opening themselves to new perceptions, new consciousness, new way of expressing themselves, and you might be one of them. So keep up, keep being yourself, and keep questioning, and
Show your spirit more and more.
yeah.
We're happy to receive it in this reality that will shift according to you.
Yeah.
We're all connected and we're all in this together, babies.
Babies, little babies.
Yes.
Okay, guys,
Children.
this is it. Is this it? Today's video?
Yeah, I think so. We
Okay,
should do
guys.
that more often.
We should do it more often.
Peace, guys.
Maybe we're gonna do it every day.
Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe we should like.
Maybe we're too lazy to do it every day.
Maybe we will shoot like 10 videos a day and
Like be like video crazy people
Yeah.
doing videos.
make videos
Talking
because
about-
we're crazy.
Almost nothing and everything, and you won't understand anything, but it will be insane, and you'll watch it because it will be like, oh my god, what am I watching? It's insane. how about that?
Yeah, we could create that actually. Don't take us seriously. Okay, guys, thank you for watching, and like always, see you on what's coming up. Maybe some videos if my DNA activation symptoms are settling in a balanced way. If I'm not gonna sleep that much in the morning. Come on, I only sleep like 14 hours.
Nice.
Is that much?
No,
Like 12.
considering you're having a Pleiadian life in between, you know.
Maybe the Pleiadians be like, okay, we're helping you sleeping more because you need rest, and
No, maybe they're saying we need you. Just you're on a mission. Don't wake up yet. You're doing stuff. You're great there.
maybe I'm in a mission in the astral realms,
I
and
bet he is.
I'm in a war maybe or something. I'm trying to heal something. Maybe I'm in other worlds, but who knows? Okay, I'm gonna shut the video down because
Shut the fuck up.